Hello, it's Jeremy with The Level Designer, and I'm here for my second video for this third week for Blocktober. And if this is your first video watching, basically Blocktober is a point of time during the month of October where level designers, you know, create a bunch of blockouts and a bunch of levels to just practice with their level design skills. So that's kind of the challenge that I'm putting myself through this month, and we are over halfway done. So I have this next week, which I'm going to be working with Unity on a 2D platformer with the theme of werewolves. And that's what we're doing this week. And then this last week we just got done with a project in Unreal making a first-person shooter map with the theme of trick-or-treating. So if you want to look back at any of those previous weeks that I've done, all of those videos are on my channel. But this week we're going to be focusing on this Unity platforming game. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Kind of to jump back into the project where we last finished off, I just kind of got some sprites in here, and I had to do some work on this after the fact, more kind of the back end. I really tried not to do so much with the actual level design. This is kind of where we were last time, but I had to get a camera going, and what I ended up doing was I had this camera. If I just play the game, I have this camera now going, and it follows the players, so we are good to go on that front. And then I have the ability to attack, and then I also added some animations so you can actually see when the enemy gets hit. So I have that, and then yeah, I can shoot projectiles, I can jump, and I think I added a little bit more to the jump. Um, so yeah, we kind of have a good thing going. Oh, and I also have a power up, as you can see right here, that I can collect. And this is just a plain basic power up that allows me to get more health. So that's just something that I have in here, and I might take some time and make a few more power-ups later after, away from these videos. Because these videos, I really want to focus on the level design of this particular project. So what we have now is we have the game here, and then we also have these tile maps that I am using. And then I also added to kind of the background, so there's a few more options for the background that we can actually add into the game. But one of the things that I decided to do, and I'll show you what I did here, but before we were kind of standing on the top of this tile right now, but we're standing in the middle. And so what I did is I have the tile map decoration and background right here. And I wonder if I can disable like the grid here. Because I don't necessarily want to show that. So let me go and just see. Disable tile grid. I'm sure there's probably something that I can get rid of. Show grid option by clicking gizmos. So I'm going through and I'm just should be a show grid option somewhere. So I'm gonna try to find that real fast. I'm not seeing it though. I figured there was a way to change the... Yeah, I don't know. I just want to get rid of like this grid so it's a little bit more easier to see the level itself. Turn off the show up scene screen. I thought I did, but yeah, I don't know. That's really weird. I'm not seeing any way of seeing this canvas. No, I don't know. Tilemap. That's really weird, but I guess we just have to deal with it, and maybe I can figure it out later. But yeah, I have this level, and right now I have the background, which I can toggle on and off, and I have this background here, and I have this decoration, which is like the background and whatnot, and then I have the normal tile map, but I made a foreground layer, and this is just going to have no collider on it. But the foreground is just kind of this, where it's kind of over the tile map. And then I have the actual tiles right here that my character is actually standing on. And then, so I have a foreground at an order layer of -1. I have tile map and decoration both at -2, and then I have a background at -3. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and this kind of creates the illusion that I'm actually standing on this floor, when I'm actually just standing on a tile underneath this particular layer in the tile map. So that's kind of an easy workaround that I created, because in last video the kind of colliders on this purple tile set was kind of janky, and it was causing my character to, you know, just not really look too good while moving. So yeah, I think with that in mind, I have a good foundation where we can start really building out a level like this. So what I want to do is I'm not going to delete this enemy, but I'm definitely going to move him down here. And we'll just kind of place him up here. We'll move the player down here as well. So we want a good kind of starting section where we can you know, start the character. And then I also did make this jumping platform, which I'm not entirely sure. Let me disable this and enable it and see what is going on here. Oof. So I'm not going to be able to go onto that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to terrain. And basically why I have this, excuse me, basically why I have these pink squares, and this is on the tile map, is because I was playing around with the tiles, and I deleted I deleted some of the tiles from the tile palette, and I think it screwed everything up, so I had to I had to like delete everything and reinstall it, or create the tile palettes and everything, and it was just a mess. And I think this is kind of a result of me just trying to fix stuff that didn't need to be fixed. So hopefully, if I'm saving and creating things and replaying, hopefully this will not mess up, because if it messes up, I'm gonna probably have to do everything again, and I don't necessarily want to do that. So we're gonna just try our best to get things working correctly the first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the tile map. I'm going to just click one of these empty squares, but then I'm just going to go into the erase tool right here, and I'm just going to erase all of these. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint, I'm going to paint these. Excuse me. Ugh. And just so we'll re-enable this, but I'm gonna go back into this, and then I'm gonna select this, and then I'm actually gonna hit the multi-select or whatever it's called, and then I'm just gonna fill this out because I don't like it being uneven. I'm gonna save just because I don't want things to mess up. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play. I'm just gonna check this, but we should be able to, and then I can actually shoot this guy. He dies, and I can collect that. I'm gonna test to make sure this platform works, and it does. So we have a kind of a mysterious platform here, which is kind of cool actually. So just for my own sake, I'm gonna replay this again and test it and just make sure that it stayed, because I had a lot of issues with this. Okay. And then I'm just going to disable this. Okay. I am gonna add a extra block in here, just because yeah, it needs to stay consistent. So I'll add a block in there, and then I will reactivate this foreground. I'm gonna save. So we need to, I really want to kind of work on this beginning area, and so we're just this, right now we're just this werewolf in this like castle looking area. So we need to I kind of want to just create kind of like a little story here of like, well, what are we doing here? What is going on? So what I'm gonna try to do is the thing is, we don't have a lot of different tiles to work with. We have a few, but I don't know, nothing really fits with this right here. But we're gonna just try to make sure that things look fairly decent. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I have like a decoration layer here. But I don't know, I kind of want to have another layer, because we have this decoration here, and then we have this foreground. I'm gonna add in another tile map. And the reason why I'm doing that is so, I'm gonna just name this FG deck for foreground decoration. Excuse me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through here. So this is 0. I'm gonna put this at I'll put this at 2. I want this to be, actually I'm gonna put this at 1. I want to put this in front of, hopefully it will put it in front of everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and select one of these like pillars. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and make like a really tall pillar here. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna create like a excuse me. I'm gonna create like a little gel cell or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create this. Just gonna create a small little area like that. I'm gonna go into here. Gonna go back and not do that. So I'm just kind of going through and just making something here. I don't really know what this is gonna be, but it kind of interests me where we could have like this building here, and then if we go into the decoration, we can actually put like a background here. So let's like put like maybe, oh, we'll go into here. Let's actually like put in that, or we could put in, yeah, see, that's kind of weird, and it's kind of hard to see a bit. But maybe this could be like an inner building or whatnot. And then we could have just some stones here. So instead of that, what we could do is you have it out in the out of the front like this. So we can maybe put, I don't know, just add some decoration. I mean, this kind of might look bad later, but I think we'll be fine. So we have that right there, and then we have this kind of brick that we could use. Well, we have this. Or I kind of like this, where we can maybe put in that. And then we have another kind of area where we could possibly put in more windows. This looks more like an apartment building or or something. I I don't really know. We'll go back to the decoration and we'll kind of just place these blocks in here. And then I'll go back into the FG deck and then I will put in 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Actually, no, that would be that. And then we'll want to put this one over here. And then instead of having these blocks here, what I could do is add in just a higher layer maybe. Some of this could just be like something. I don't even really know. And then we could go in here and we also have these blocks we could use as well. And maybe this is what something we could use. I'm kind of curious as to what this all looks like. Let me actually... Huh. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But yeah, we have this here, and then we have some kind of just like these blocks that we could use. So I'm kind of seeing that there's some you kind of mix and match these a bit, make them kind of look kind of different, I guess. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to create kind of a sense that there's like a maybe like a cave ceiling or whatnot. Don't really know if I'm selling that, but I'm definitely gonna try. Maybe we could go in here and create just some just shapes and whatnot. I kind of like the idea of kind of blending all of this together. Trying to just find unique ways of maybe creating different sorts of patterns with this. I just feel like there's quite a bit here we can actually do. We kind of have like these 4 sets of rows that all kind of are a bit different from one another, so I think it's just a challenge of getting things that look a bit different. And then we also have these that, you know, could really come in handy a bit. And then if we go to the background, we can kind of have this go back here. It kind of all blends together. I really want to get rid of this white line though. That's up here. I'm not a huge fan of it. So I'm just going to try to just make some just different texture here. Just make it look a bit different. So I have that. So, kind of with that in mind, what we could do is actually select the character here. If we just drag him in here, you can actually see that he's in here. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Hopefully nothing crashes or anything. And yeah, we don't have tile maps on this area, so we will need to go in and make the tile maps so we don't fall through the floor. And what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to add in tile maps right here. And I'm just going to kind of block off this building because I don't want the player to, you know, go over into a area that they're not supposed to. And this is pretty easy to block off anyway because it's going to be pretty easy to block off anyway because there's not going to be, I will leave that kind of open. You know, you don't have to hide anything or whatnot, you know. But what I'm going to do is to kind of add a little bit of a challenge. So I'm actually going to add some hidden blocks here. So that way, and oh, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go into the prefabs, and I'm going to put a power up. I'm going to put a power up right there. So maybe this was like I don't know, maybe it was like a jail or something, I'm guessing. Really be anything. But let's play this. So we have well, it's kind of wonky because we can see our feet. So yeah, that's kind of not what I was intending to happen. And I don't necessarily think that you can like jump. So I might work on this a bit more. First of all, don't like how it's just right like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add in this. And also with this here, I'm going to go ahead and just add that. Sure, why not? And what I could also do is I could add in a bit more stuff here too. So if I go to the foreground, I should be able to add in some of like some stuff like this maybe, where I'm able to kind of like show the bottom of it? If that makes sense. Like, I'm just trying to create kind of the sense that, like, this is kind of being added on to, but... yeah. See? That's not too bad. And maybe there's more kind of ground to this. I think this is actually not a bad idea. Now the problem is trying to do the opposite. So if I kind of go back into here, I'm going to just go slice by slice. And just try to add these kind of pieces here. But I'm going to try to... I think that works. I don't know. I think it... I think it's fine, really. So I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna select my character and hit W. That's how I'm getting out of the that's how I'm getting out of this. And I'm gonna go ahead and save it. I don't know, I'm really wanting to save things more often just to make sure that I don't mess anything up. So I ran into a few things with this project already. So right now, I have this tile map, and I'm just having some issues jumping. So I think instead of having these on that level, I'm going to bring them down. So what I'm going to actually do with this is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just disable... oof. Those are really hard to see. Okay, I'm just going to go into here. Just going to delete these. And I'm going to go and select a brighter block. I'm hoping that this will allow me to jump a little bit more, better. Or get me to the place where I need to go in order to do that. So I'm going to go ahead, click that, click W, and then I'm going to see what this looks like. Okay, I don't know what, I don't know. It's just tile map, it's foreground, and there's decoration. So it's kind of like the skeletal foundation of the building, and then, like, you put up the walls, and then you put up the rest of the house. So yeah, I'm thinking that looks kind of good. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. I'm gonna hit W. I'm gonna play it again. So here you kind of see that you're moving, and you're like, I'm a werewolf. Oh my god, where am I? And then so you wanna see, and that's what I don't know about this, because I just wanna, I might have to lower those even more, which I'm fine with. We can do that even more. So let's go ahead and delete these tile maps again, because I don't think that they're gonna work. On this layer, because we have all these blocks, I'm gonna go ahead and add. I'm gonna go ahead and add these. And then I'm gonna add these blocks in here. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4. So now on the tile map, I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna select a. I guess it doesn't really matter, huh? I'm gonna go and add these. And hopefully this could add in a little bit of a jumping challenge or something, or it's kind of a pretty well hidden secret. So I'm gonna get rid of those. I'll save. I'll go back and play, and I just want to test this. Just to see if I can get... Yeah, here we go. So, it's kind of tricky where... I'm thinking that this might not be the best idea, because it's really hard to see. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like that idea. It's really hard to see, and this is kind of like weird to navigate. So I'm gonna get rid of that. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go through here in the tile map, and I'm just gonna delete everything that I did. But I'm not gonna delete this. I'm actually gonna add to these blocks here. So the only real way to go is out. And hopefully I can kind of guide players to... Hopefully they don't try to jump, but, you know. So we'll see how that works. But let's say that, you know, we got imprisoned or something, and this is like a little jail area, and we go out, and we're like, oh shoot, there's it's a huge castle area. We have our first power up, and go ahead and slash guys. Now, of course, in a finished game, these guys would have you know, AI and whatnot. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put in an enemy here, because there'd probably be an enemy right there that's kind of like just patrolling. And I kind of add a little bit more to this area. I feel like I just feel like there needs to be more here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add this thing. I don't really know. You have foreground, so we could put that right here, and then that's going to be kind of on the top. We have decoration. I was trying to get a good sense of like what we could possibly do. I mean, like the background, which I kind of have an idea, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. And then I'm just gonna select these and just drag that up. I don't know what this is for, but so that's kind of there, and then it's gonna put another here. I just want to kind of make like some cool set pieces. Oops, I don't want that. So in this decoration, I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this stuff. Also gonna get rid of this. Actually, no. I'm not gonna get rid of that much. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go to foreground. Oops. I'm just gonna kind of create this, kind of just, maybe this is like an altar or something that's just really weird. Of course, the player is gonna be, see how this looks. So if we kill this guy, just and kind of have this like altar thing going, which could maybe have just some interesting just things to it. Or maybe this could be just a small little platforming challenge that we could kind of just jump up on and just try to... Well, I kind of have a way to just infinitely jump up high, which I don't necessarily want. So yeah, that's something that we probably don't want to have the player do. But yeah, because then you just fall down here and you're like, oh no, and you just jump up. You just fly. You're a flying werewolf. I don't think that necessarily works. So we kind of have that going. We have that, and then we have this, which I think this guy has a different health pool than the other enemy that we have, and then we can just jump and land on there. So I do like I do like the idea that maybe this could be like a platforming area that we could develop for. So yeah, I think with that in mind, I might stop the video. I think this is a good stopping point. I have kind of an interesting starting area that I could kind of work on right here and really expand on this, but again, I want to thank everybody for watching my videos. If this is your first time watching one of these, I always tell people to, feel free to leave feedback, or if you have any questions, reach out to me in the comment section below, and then I'll try to get back to anybody who may be interested. And, any help that they need, or if they have a way to help me, that's super great. And then also, if you want to keep updated when I make videos, feel free to comment, or I mean subscribe. I already told you to comment, but subscribe for more updates on videos like this, and hopefully I can get things kind of going for you. But I really enjoyed making these videos, and I look forward to the next one. So I hope you guys have a good day, and yeah, have a good time.